Thanks for joining me and welcome to Capstone Institute of Mortgage Finance. I'm Timothy Nichols, and over the next few minutes, I'll share with you information about Capstone Institute. We'll talk about why you should consider Capstone Institute as your primary source of mortgage education. 30 years ago, there was no such thing as a school that gave you the skills necessary to do your job as a loan officer, processor, or underwriter. Learning was strictly on the job. Sometimes you learned the right way. Sometimes you learned the wrong way. Sometimes you had to guess and pray that everything would work out. This all changed when Kathy Lewis, a successful entrepreneur and seasoned mortgage professional, decided to start the Capstone Institute. 30 years later, Kathy and the Capstone Institute of Mortgage Finance are widely accepted as the gold standard in mortgage finance education. Kathy is nationally recognized as an industry expert, public speaker, instructor, and author of over 112 mortgage training publications. You can find out more about Capstone Institute and Kathy under the Capstone homepage, under About Us. Well, let's get back to why you're here. If you're new to mortgage lending, you're probably asking yourself, if I'm going into sales as a loan originator, how fast will Capstone's training prepare me to be competitive with experienced originators? Capstone's answer, very fast. 3 to 6 months faster than competing classes. That may not sound like a lot of time, but in financial terms, it's a tremendous advantage. For example, as a loan originator, sometimes called loan officer, if you missed closing just one loan per month during your first 6 months, you've probably lost at a minimum of $12,000 of income. On top of that, let's include the probability that you also miss 2 loan opportunities each month. When we say missed loans, we mean your borrowers decided to use another broker or lender. They believed your competitor was more experienced or could offer better rates. So, by having quality training before starting your new job or incorporating your training into your first 3 weeks of working, you're looking at potentially adding from $12,000 to $36,000 to your first year's income because of superior mortgage training. What makes Capstone Institute the top in their field? Ask these questions about our competitors. Are their training materials correct and current? Can you trust their information? Are their instructors seasoned industry professionals? Do their instructors have the ability to pass on their experiences and knowledge to their students? Let's review some of the accreditation boards, federal and state agencies who have reviewed and approved Capstone's materials and curriculums over the past 30 years. Afternoon, Henry. Can you share with us a little about your mortgage lending career and what you're doing now besides instructing for Capstone?
Well, I've been in mortgage lending since 1996. Started out as a loan officer for a small brokerage firm. In 1998, I got licensed and started my own company as a mortgage brokerage company, a One Source Mortgage. Around the time that the mortgage lending rules started to change, I took a position with a community bank here in Atlanta, and I ran their residential lending department for about 3.5 years. After I did that, I decided to go back into business for myself around 2014. Got relicensed as a mortgage broker and have been doing that ever since.
Speaking now just about loan originators. After someone passes their national exam requirements, are they ready to start their job, or will they need more training?
After you finish the SAFE class, the SAFE class is basically just the class needed to get you licensed to become a loan officer. Once you've completed this class and received your license, there's other training opportunities to help you hone your skills as a loan officer that Capstone provides. Those classes would be great for loan officers to take if they're looking to expand their skills in this business. The Capstone training materials that we deliver to the students have the most recent information concerning conventional FHA and VA financing. It's important to have those rules constantly updated because the rules change so frequently. Capstone does a great job with making sure their materials are up to date and to the standards that are required for a loan officer to be proficient in their jobs.
I chose Capstone because of their solid reputation and also because of their track record in helping students pass the exam. Well, my situation was a bit unusual because we had a January snowstorm impact our course, and I had an appointment scheduled to take the exam. So my situation forced me to basically go in and take the exam without completing the course first, but because the material was so thorough and helped me prepare, I was able to score a 95. The most difficult part was actually having to come back the following weekend and take 2 more days of the coursework, knowing I had already passed the exam with a 95. If you really want to ace this exam, I would say go to Capstone.